Hey, so it's been a while since I've done a ballet video, I think. I still haven't been doing much because this floor is not the best. Like, there is still a very clear line and everything down the middle where I'm afraid of like twisting my ankle. The floor itself is barely wide enough for me to do much on, even with my bar. So I haven't been as motivated. So what I've been doing, and actually is what my tripod is sitting on right now, is I got a little tiny trampoline that I just try and bounce on every day for at least like a half hour. It's not bad on my knees, so that helps too. But then usually, occasionally when I get motivated to do ballet, what I'll do is just like maybe put my pointe shoes on for a little bit just to try and keep like my feet kind of used to wearing pointe shoes. Because eventually we will put a hard floor into the bonus room in our house. At the moment it has carpet and it's not a priority right now. Brad really wanted to do it for me before the wedding, just like as a like special thing, and like because he's like, I just want you to know I can provide for you and do this for you, and I really appreciate that. But I was like, honey, it's just not a priority. Like, we have so many other things we have to worry about. I don't want him to worry about that right now. So we'll do that at some point. So I don't know when I will have a ballet space, and we can always, like he said, he's like, you can always use the kitchen. It has hard floor. Like, it's not a huge space, but it's still a space I can use once I move in the house in November with him after we're married. So but something I have noticed recently, so whenever I do pointe shoe review videos, people always ask like, hey, are you willing to sell any of those or get rid of any of those? And I never do. And part of it is a sentimental like thing. Like, I like to be able to be like, these are all my pointe shoes. I'm weird, I know. I'm still mad that I got rid of some back in like middle school and high school because I didn't keep them back then. But the other reason is because I can go back and try a style, say that I maybe had at one point, and go, why didn't this work for me? And then go, okay, that's why it didn't work for me. Or what happened? I went back to an old style because I just felt like it one time, and I'm kind of trying to hold off on using my Suffolks and my Freeds because I want them to last longer. I only have a few unused pairs, and like I said, we're gonna be trying to save money to pay off my loans, so I can't really afford to be buying pointe shoes, so I'm trying to make them last. What I ended up doing, and I do wear my gainers occasionally, but I can't articulate through them. That's still the issue. I went back and tried these Block Heritage again, which I wore Block Heritage for a while. They just died really, really fast. They're like the only block shoe that really worked for me because they didn't make my feet look like they were knuckling. But these are the Strongs, which I had tried, I think back when I still worked at the dance store, so it's been a while. And I remember they didn't quite work for me because they were almost then too strong and pulled me back. So I had already done a lot to them before I tried them again. Like, they're a little split in the middle of the sole here underneath this, and then I had to like glue this back down. Lifts up. And then I had already done gluing here. I had already done darning on the tip. So I'm sorry, I don't know if it's focusing. These are all things I had already done, and they've been kind of worn too. But I went and tried these on like maybe a month or two ago, and they look really good. Now, if I'm not like in full-time class, I can't, which I'm not anymore, I can't say how they would function if I were to try dancing in them, which could be, they're kind of almost in between my Suffolks and Freeds for me because they still feel kind of soft, even though these are the Strongs. And just the way they hold my feet feels more soft, whereas the Suffolks I feel super supported in, but almost sometimes too much that they pull me back. It's hard. But then Freeds die so fast. So let me show you guys. And I also pulled out these. So I have two old pairs of Heritage that are dead. This pair is very dead, but it's more so, it's weird because they don't feel it now. It's more that I think they lose all the support in the wings for me mostly. And I know you can glue them, but then it's like, I just felt like there was not much left because these don't feel soft in the shank and the tip doesn't feel soft. But I think I was also getting away from these because I didn't feel as supported in these, which is why I went to the Strongs. So I do have one pair of unsewn regular Heritage that I've had for years because that's when I stopped wearing them. But I'm like, okay, well, I have those. I did find a pair recently on eBay this week that I said I wasn't gonna do, but they were $40 because they were like a dance store's like sample ones that people would try on. So they didn't sell them full price, which I'm like they aren't really used. So I'm like, well, might as well give them a try because they were the Strongs in my size, which right now, tried looking at those. They are so expensive anymore, which I know pointe shoes in general always are. But I remember like Block used to be a lot less expensive and now it's not. So let's see. Try to scoot back so you can actually see me. Still using my Perfect Fit pads. I did earlier this year sometime buy a new kit of Perfect Fit pads because I thought, again, if I can't be buying stuff, I want to already have what I will need. Whenever we put that floor in, I want to make sure I'm not like, oh shoot, my toe pads are completely destroyed and I have nothing to protect my toes. I did also clip my toenails yesterday, so we'll see how this goes. It might be a little more painful. But let's see. So, like, these are a little soft right now, but they're looking really, really good. Like, and like my Freeds, I can articulate well through them. And this is me barely doing ballet anymore. Like, I don't do much at all. I haven't taken a class since like January or February. Well, other than the ones I took in Salt Lake, which I did not take these shoes with me to Salt Lake. Whew, my right foot toenail is hurting a little bit. But yeah, I do think the darning helped on these because the platform is more narrow. So that is not a good example, but I'm terrible at sickling still. But I just feel like they look really, really, really nice. I'm trying to show it. Yeah. So, whoop, that's right on that weird line. It's right there. I can't step on it or else I might fall. Like, they do break really low, but again, for me with my feet, I need shoes that break low. So, but yeah, I can actually, let's see, I'll put on one of the other ones. I'll put on the good foot, the other Heritage, just to give an example. I guess I could technically put on a Suffolk or a Freed with it just to show. Maybe I'll do that instead, because I'm not wearing the other Heritage. I've discovered that these Strongs are the only good Heritage for me now. I think that was my problem, is the other ones were dying too fast. Okay, so these are my Suffolk Sonnets. This is actually a newer pair. So I will put on one of these. And they still look really good on me and I love them. It's just that I really don't want all my Suffolks to die because those are expensive and I cannot find my size because I wear a weird size. So, all right. So we've got the Block Heritage Strong here, then my Suffolk Sonnet here, which is not bad. This is also my good foot. So there is a difference there too. So now, I mean, this, like I said, the Sonnets still are good for me and I feel so, so supported in this shoe. And I feel more over in it too, which again is why I don't have to darn Suffolks because the box feels very stable in them. But now, so that's still a good shoe for me. It's not that I want to change, but again, this is why I like to keep my shoes because I end up finding out like, oh, wow, this shoe still could work for me. Like the Capezio Avas, I still loved how those shoes look on me. They just, those ones caused me to get really bad bruised and broken toenails and I didn't love that. I'm gonna have a pair of Freeds here that, no, maybe not that. Let's find a normal pair of Freeds, not a pair that has been really worn. These are my fish makers that I can't find anymore either. Very sad, which is also part of the problem too, is like, I'm very attached to my Freeds that I got in London when they actually fit me there. And I've tried lots of other ones, but I still feel like the fish ones fit me the best. I do like that's the one I've worn the most of the other, I think. And then maybe Anchor is the other one. I'm trying to think. Fish though is my favorite. And I wear a 4XX and I can never find it. All right, so then, well, these are a little dead. These are the Freeds, and then the Heritage. Again, this is my good foot here. So, woo, that feels weird. I haven't worn these in a while. And this feels very, I have glued, okay, might not have been the best pair to try. I have glued this pair of Freeds so many times that I almost do feel like, and I've darned it many times too, so I do almost feel like that one's kind of pushing me off a little. Again, I just love fish maker ones. Those are the ones that, like, they're just plain, they're not specials from anybody. Like a lot of these other shoes that I have, most of them are people's like specials. Like these ones I love and they look so good on me. These are Anchors. They look really good, but they're really tight because they're cut down in certain ways because they were someone's specials and they have an elastic drawstring, which I hate. So these look really good. But I also, these are the ones that I like almost twisted my ankle in doing the photo shoot for Art Emotion because they don't support my feet well because they are cut down so low. So they look really good. I'll show you them because they look really good. are a very tighter fit too. So here we go, block, freed. These are someone's specials. So they're very pretty. The freeds look really good. They feel really stable. Like, this particular pair is just very different from any I've worn. Sorry, I know you can't see that. But yeah, so I do not like showing this view because I don't have good arches and good feet, and we know that. I have terrible ankles. The fact that I can even do much is a miracle. But yeah, so I just thought that would be interesting. I haven't done a video like this in a while. And I know I miss doing the ballet videos. I cannot wait until I have that space in our house because I have a feeling my ballet videos are gonna be so good then, because I'll have this like gorgeous space with hard floor that we're gonna put in. I'm gonna put mirrors up. For now, I'll probably still use the standing bar I have, but eventually someday it would be awesome if I could put a bar on the wall. The only thing is, it's, because it's the bonus room in the house, the ceilings come in like this. It's a very high ceiling, but it comes in really like short. So it's like I can't even hang stuff on that side of the wall because of that. So I'm kind of like, I don't know that I could put a bar there, but it'll still be really good. And in the meantime, that's just where I'm gonna jump on the trampoline. So, but yeah, so these are the lovely Block Heritage that I've been wearing lately. And like I said, I found a pair on eBay that I ended up getting in my size and everything of the Strongs. So those will be coming, and I'll probably do like a comparison video with those, with these, because it's been so long since I even tried these when they were new. I don't remember what it was that made me not wear them, and maybe that's why I did so much to them. I don't know. So we'll see when I get the new ones and I can try them. But that's all I have for today.